Hello, Bill Colodza here with round 1 of our modern cube draft, and wow, punished for going down to 16 lands, but I think this is a fine hand on the draw. We don't get to fetch for untapped green, but if we're lucky we can draw green, and if not, it'll just be a bit of a slower start, and that's okay. Alright, we got there. That's fortunate. And let's start with Arbor Elf, because we won't necessarily get to put a counter on the Tree Speaker the next turn, so it'll be good to be able to do a thing or two here. Right, so we have 3 mana available if we want to use Wall of Roots, which I think we do. So we can tap this again, play Tree Speaker, and go from there. The other option here was to sort of bite the Cobra, but you know, I don't care so much about what our opponent is doing. I just want to ramp up faster. Yeah, we're like almost to 7 mana, and they're sitting at 4. They took our Lotus Cobra, so this is the white-green ramp deck that we're competing with. And who knows, ooh, Sublime Archangel. So they could actually attack for quite a bit here. I'm sure they will. It's only 4. So definitely going to take this. Definitely going to get this Cinderglade. And yeah, we'll just take this hit. One thing we can do is seriously consider biting the Cobra. But let's see what else we can do. First things first, level up the Tree Speaker to make itself useful here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 mana left. And that's Polukranos or Devoted Druid. And I think we want Devoted Druid plus Rabid Bite. So let's add this and just bite the Cobra. Without putting any undue counters on our Wall of Roots. -0, -1 counters. So we'll have our Tree Speaker bite it here. And that just means 1 less damage this turn and possibly less ramp. So next turn isn't really a win with our Craterhoof, but we could cast a Craterhoof and get in for 10 or so. Ooh, ouch, that's a good combination. Master of the Wild Hunt and some other nonsense. Maybe we can try to slow this down with Polukranos and then win the turn after. So if this is 9 mana here, and we're not afraid to use it, then it's an extra 5. So yeah, that monstrosity for 2. Huh. That helps take out a wolf, if nothing else. The other option here is to attack for like 16 with our Arbor Elf, and then die the turn after. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're not exactly dead if we cast Polukranos, and I think we can set up a win for the turn after if we use this Polukranos here. So let's get that. And no reason to go nuts. Oh, I wasn't really thinking about Devoted Druid, but this can tap for 2 mana itself. So it still wasn't the win this turn, but it might save us some precious mana for next turn. And before anything gets to attack, I want to kill this wolf with old Palu Palu here. A weird looking card. The necks are all scrunched up. Anyway, so they don't get to attack this turn with the wolf. What they might do is try to kill like our Devoted Druid or our Jiraga Tree Speaker using the Master in response to our Monstrous. We'll see. Rishkar, huh? We'll see where the counters are targeted. Okay, well, we don't want that counter to resolve on Rishkar here. So let's do some stuff. Goodness, I haven't used this. So 3, 4, and I'll put 1 -1 counter there. We could use the mana from Devoted Druid later, maybe. And we want to make it monstrous for 2. So let's do 2 to Rishkar, and that's maybe the best value here. Less toughness to block. And otherwise, we're kind of dead in response to that. It'd be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's exactly lethal. And now it's only 8. Not too many pump spells in Cube, but if there are any, we are dead. Alright, here's hoping. They'll hold the wolf up to kind of get us here. Okay, well, first things first here. Okay, they're not killing that in response. So three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can't use that again. Do we want to try to use Arbor Elf or the Tree Speaker? Let's use the Arbor Elf. Tree Speaker's a little tougher. So that's a Crater Hoof. If they use the wolf to fight in response to the trigger, they're actually tapping 3 toughness of blockers. So that's not great for them. And otherwise, this should be lethal. It'll be like 20, like almost 30 damage, and they have 5 to block with. And if they kill the Tree Speaker, well, that taps one of their guys, and they're dealing with 22 damage coming at them. So I think they're dead on board. Yeah, okay. That was a close one. We're down to 1 after all that. Hornet's Nest would be good with some fighting spells. Ooh, alright, Bonfire, definitely powerful in that situation. Acidic Slime is fine. The Ether Sphere Harvester would have been good. And yeah, Rabid Bite, surprisingly good there. Kind of a Doom Blade, given enough good creatures. I'm still going to leave the Harvester out. I mean, I'm sure it's fine, but not totally convinced. Also, I was joking about 16 being too few lands, but I think it's fine with so many 1-drops. Punished for putting 2 mountains in the deck. We have to mulligan this because they're just... If there isn't green on top, we're so far behind. And that is... Well, now there's too many greens on top, but to get up to our 4th land is pretty important, so I'm going to top that forest. So we can do a sick curve out here from Polukranos into Wolfir Silverheart to attack for 9 on turn 5. Attack for 3 on turn 3. Ooh, even better. So we attack for 3 or 9 on turn 4, as long as our Pilgrim lives. Yep, and if they don't have much to do here, it could be another Cobra. Nope, Noble Hierarch. Ooh, Hedron Archive. It's a bit of a shame. So we'll have 7 next turn if we do that. That's not great. I'm just going to go for Polukranos here. Acidic Slime taking out Canopy Vista. Oh, that's going to feel good. A little 2-for-1. But also Polukranos taking out Noble Hierarch. That also sounds good. And they both might be worse than casting Silverheart and attacking for 1,000,000. It's attacking for 10 next turn if... well, no, because we need the Pilgrim to do it. So just 9. Gideon Jura. Oh, that's a good question. Are they going to plus or kill the Pilgrim? There are only 2 options, really. And either way, Gideon's dead here. But it does save them a lot of damage. Artifact, enchantment, or land. Yeah, and we do need to cast our Silverheart here. Ooh, there's another option. Another option. It's not good enough, though. That's only 7 to Gideon, so let's cast Wolfie. Oh, there was still yet another option with Treetop Village. But that actually... Ooh, no, it still wasn't quite enough mana to like kill this and activate Treetop, so I like this best. Yes, Polukranos has a wolf friend. We have to attack Gideon, and that's totally fine. And now we have nearly 20 power in play, threatening to be more than that with the monstrous here. Now they could just easily deal with one or the other of these, but instead they'll play a 3/3 beast. Or if they have more to do, I suppose they could untap the Vista. Get some value out of that, yep. 5 mana up. Thragtusk. Angel. Removal. Okay, so still not too scary. We don't have enough mana to kill the Master, but like we're doing a lot of damage here. They are forced to chump block with the Master if we go after them. They could also... we could force the issue by making Polukranos monstrous. And we could do that with the Hedron Archive. 9, 10, that's only 18. No, it doesn't actually force the issue. So, yeah, let's see here. Yeah, a bit of a weird turn. But I think we're good enough just going after their life total here. Yeah, the Monstrous is good to pick off the Noble Hierarch. And it's possible Treetop Village was good there too. But Acidic Slime on Canopy Vista, it probably just wrecks all their plans, and they just won't have a way out of it. We can't do that and the Hedron Archive, so here we go. Ooh, man. Just a good old 2-for-1. Now, that's even better because that's a land Garruk could have untapped, and that was like 2 more mana for them than it already was. So we just reduced them by 3 mana, because I guess they could untap another land. Rishkar coming down, but it's just going to be too little too late, as we'll have Monstrous for 3 next turn, which can pick off, well, I guess just something. Yeah, just the wolf. And they're just plussing Garruk without much else to do with it. So what can we do here? Get rid of a blocker. That's one option. Try to avoid an ultimate here, because that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 19. That's pretty close to lethal if they ultimate Garruk next turn. Yeah, just force the issue here. Attack them with everyone, because I'm really not too worried about Garruk. Some trample would be handy, but anything left over is just edible for Polukranos. And they have to block Polukranos. We do have that up for 3. They could let the other 2 through to be as greedy as possible. The more creatures that die here, the better. 9, 10, 11. Oh, I cannot believe they're just blocking like this. Interesting. Okay. It just depends on what they have in their hand, and I can't imagine what that would be. 9, 10, 11. We can Monstrous this guy, which we haven't done yet. And I think I like doing it for 2. Because that's lethal, and it lets us kill Rishkar, at least. But if they have a big old team pump or something, oh, I see. Oh shoot, well, now I got greedy and they're only at 1. Alright, we'll give them another chance. Didn't see the onboard fight. But got there anyway. And it did, I was sort of playing around a trick. They had 1 card in hand, so it was maybe not the best play, because they could have drawn a 6-drop that gets them out of this, like a Wrath effect. But yeah, I mean, it wasn't too bad, I suppose. Alright, see you in the next match.